Hopeage Global Empowerment, a global initiative for ethical reorientation, youth empowerment, and transformational leadership. You are about to watch an excerpt of the Hopeage Conference 2025. Is centered on cultivating purpose, driven collaboration, empowering focus, enhancing professional skills, and encouraging entrepreneurship for the 21st century. Do have an amazing viewing.
Let's do something. Let's be on our feet, please. We're going to spell the word coconuts. Now let's spell coconut by demonstrating it. You know, we need to shake our body a little. So the word C. Let's go this way, starting from the right hand side. C. The next letter is what? O. Let's go this way. Okay, that is O, right? Now the next letter is what? C. We go this way, the left hand side. C. Wow. Now the next word is what? U, right? O. Okay, let's go. We are curving. Now the next letter is what? N. Can we bend this way? Bend. And bend. N. The next letter is what? U. Let's go up. Straight up. You are not curving this time, it's straight up. And the next letter is what? So we're going to be fast around. Now, C. O. C. O. N. U. C. So we're going to do it again. Faster one now. 1, 2, go. C. O. C. O. N. U. C. Wow, that is amazing. Let's give ourselves a wonderful round of applause.
Let's appreciate Dr. Akambi as he comes for the first lecture.
What is technology? Or what is technology innovation? What is solution? Now, when people think about technology, people always think technology as something that must be big or a very revolutionary or very revelational that somebody or something is going to drop it in your dream. No, that's not true. It's just a way of doing things that comes from a combination of various components. If you can put different components together, you can also create a tech solution that can solve a particular problem in this generation. I have a video I'm going to play for us. Now, I'm going to play the very simple tech solution for us so that to see what tech is not until it's something expensive. It is just something that solves a problem. Let's watch this video. As you are watching this video, I don't know if it is possible to pass the mic around to the people on site to tell us, to describe what problem is this tech solving. This is a tech. What problem is it solving? So if it's possible to pack the mic around, please let's have maybe 2, 3, 4 people to just provide input into what problem do they think this is solving and how is it solving it.
Okay, good day. My name is Jeremiah. The solution, the technology it's solving it, certain sizes of the produce.
My name is Chidera. According to the distribution of the product, it reduces stress because there are a lot of cartons there. So it's distributing it to a carton when it's full. So it goes to the next column. That's what I observe.
Pastor David Johnson. I think from the picture, the young man is trying to separate the apple based on the sizes so that they can have a proper grouping. The bigger apple will cost more than the smaller apples.
My name is Mrs. Cousin Sefiat. To me, it's to differentiate the size, number one. Number two, if you want to remove the root there, the one that is not good, to separate it from the food wall. That is another option.
Wow. Thank you very much. Now, everybody has spoken well. This very simple tool, it arranges, it sorts, it distributes, all right? It helps with labeling, right? It does so many things. It makes the work easier. It makes works to look like play, all right? Because you can see the guys, they are chit-chatting. The other guy is just like, I'm fine. It helps the body movement. It's an exercise. Now, what does this mean? This is cheap. This is not expensive. And this helps a whole lot of people. And it can be replicated. All right? Although it cannot scale, which we are not going to go into. But the bottom line is that anything that you can think of that can solve problems is needed at this time. And when you are thinking about solution, or you are thinking about various solutions, simple things matter. I don't want us to start thinking about, you can think of becoming the next big thing. You can think of becoming or changing the world. That's fine. But think of something small to start with. When you start with something small, you can grow into something bigger. Because this now, somebody else can pick this and motorize it and make it to be automatic. But before it becomes that, this is still at the ideation stage. What did I call it? Ideation stage. Somebody came up with the idea. Then they come up with a sketch, a prototype. Just the way Mary Anderson came up with the idea of how to clean windshield. All right? The same way this guy came up with ideas on how to sort things.
Rights and honor to bring to the podium to discuss on entrepreneurship and value creation in a changing economy. Our own, humble, as you can see, handsome, energetic, youthful Professor Allen A. Aggie, the Vice Chancellor.
This is what I want to share with you. Unfortunately, even if you're going to remain downtrodden, it also requires this thing. So it's more important than gold. The happy thing is that you already have it. You already have it. It's just to see how you can apply it. What is it? Your attitude. Your attitude. Are you hearing for the first time? But I'm going to take you to the very beginning of it so that you learn. You don't just say your attitude, but you know that there is a way to cultivate it. So your attitude is everything. Whether you're going to be rich or poor is your attitude. Whether you're going to secure the talents that we're sharing with you today is your attitude. Whether you're going to take action on what we're telling you today is your attitude. Attitude could be positive or negative. You already know about it, but let's go to the root of it. Now, here are the facts. Whether you're going to discover or recover yourself, whether you're going to find true meaning and purpose for your life, whether you're going to reclaim your life, or you're going to know your true identity and have an inspiring vision for your life, requires just a change of your attitude. I am not saying that you have a bad attitude, but you can upscale it. And the more you work on that positively, you just see things moving positively for you. The good part is that you don't need to buy it. You can start working on it right now. Why is it so? William James, look for it and read it. He is the father of American psychology. Made a profound statement in the 17th century and is still true today. He said, the greatest discovery of my generation at that time was that humans, that is you and me, can alter our lives by just altering our attitudes. Simple. It has remained true till now. And if you can summarize the message of Christ, the message of religion all over the world, whether it is Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddha, even the free thinkers, it's just attitude. So, What I'm going to share with you today is a timeless truth. It does not end. It remains true today. It was true yesterday. It will still remain true forever. Let's start from the very beginning. How do you understand your attitude? What you see on the screen, that head, is your head. Everyone seated here have this head. What you're seeing there is your brain. It's your brain. That white substance you're seeing running down from the head down is your nervous system from the brain, and it's connected to every part of your body. From the brain to every part of your eyes, your nose, your ears, your legs, your heart, every part. Such that your ability to hear me speak is as a result of the interpretation of that brain and the nervous system. It's wonderful. And so that is the very first gift God gave to man. And they are the same to everybody. Everybody. Whether you are deformed or not, your brain is the same. It depends on understanding and how you have been taught on how to use it. So there is no dull brain. There is no sharp brain. Depends on how you've been using it. Now, there is no human that has ever existed that has used the full potential of his brain. For us, some of us may have used just minus 0. You have not used anything. In fact, the greatest scientists at the level of Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, they could just use 10% or less than that. And that the brain has no limits. It can do anything for you. These are not my words, but they are what the professor, the Nobel Prize winner, Professor Peter from Russia, said. So the brain you have now, the brain is here. It's unlimited. How are you using your own? Now let me tell you how the qualities of the brain and how it works. Just a summary. Like I've said, the brain is unlimited. Your brain now, you can do anything. The brain, my brain, your brain, and every other brain here, they are linked together. All the brains in Lagos, they are linked together. All the brains in Nigeria are linked together. All the brains in the world are linked together. All the brains from the beginning of time till now, they are linked together. It is scientifically proved. Read a book by name Picasso. The brain does not sleep. The brain thinks in colors, shapes, and images. That's why children can understand cartoon far better than you. And if you are seeing any image, it appeals to you. The brain does not see black and white. For instance, when you read the Bible, do you see words? You don't see words. You see the image of either Christ walking by the sea or whatever. You are seeing the person, you are reading books, things like that. That's how the brain works. Then the brain will respond to you the emotion you give to it. So if you are sad, the brain will give you sadness. If you are happy, the brain will give you happiness. Do you understand that? And then, the most dominant emotion you display, that is what the brain gives to you. The brain is the most creative organ of the body. Any other thing that happens, if you are injured, it's the brain that tells you that you have wounds. Then, even if you are not able to go to hospital, the brain will activate the organs of the body, the white blood cells, and to repair it. That the man is wounded, let's do what we can do. That is how it works. So even without going to hospital, if you understand how the brain works, you can heal yourself. And so on and so forth. On attitude, you know it's a predisposition or the tendency to respond either positively or negatively. That's why you say, this man has bad character or good character, or he has bad attitude or good attitude, because of the way you are behaving. But it's at your own disposal too. Somebody said that attitudes are the secret power working 24 hours a day for good or for bad. So your present situation now, or your status, are actually your own, make it true or true your attitudes. That's why I said, whether you're going to achieve your purpose in life, achieve the purpose of this conference, is just because of the attitude, nothing else. It's not because the man was able to teach well, it's just because of attitude.
So I have the honor to bring to the podium the Lagos State Youth and Social Development Permanent Secretary, representing the Permanent Secretary in person of Mrs. Doyin Oke also. Representing her is Mrs. Adewuyi Nofisat Folashade. She is the Assistant Chief Youth Development Officer.
I'm Mrs. Adewuyi Nofisat Folashade, representing the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Social Development. On this occasion, I'm to deliver goodwill message from pharmacist Mrs. Toyin Okeinsan-Tolu. Goodwill message by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Social Development on this occasion of this Hopeage Conference 2025, organized by the Kingdom Country Church with the theme Cultivating Purpose, Drive Collaboration, Empowering Leadership, Enhancing Professional Skills, and Encourage Entrepreneurship for the 21st century. Distinguished guests, esteemed organizer, fellow youths, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and esteem that I extended my goodwill message on this laudable conference organized by the Kingdom Country Church with the aim of promoting the entrepreneurship in the exports of information technology-based service. The conference aligned perfectly with the vision of the Teens Plus agenda of the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu to empower young Lagosians with necessary skill and knowledge to thrive in a globally competitive digital economy. In today, rightly informing what technology has become the driving forces behind economic growth and job creation, the global digital economy is estimated to be worth trillions of dollars, with vast opportunity in software development, digital marketing, cybersecurity, infotech, artificial intelligence, and other IT drive sector. As young Lagosians, we must harness this opportunity not only to create jobs locally, but also to expand our reach to international markets through the export of digital service. This training underscores the importance of positioning Lagos youth as global players in the tech industry by leverage our talents, creative, and innovation. We can build sustainable business that cater to clients behind our brothers, hailing foreign exchange and contributing the national economic growth. However, for this to be fully realized, we must invest in digital skill development, voter innovation, and create enable environment for technical entrepreneurs to thrive. On behalf of Lagos State Government, I commend the Kingdom Recovery Church for this timely initiative and argue all participants to take full advantage of these knowledge and resources provided today. Let us work together to ensure that Lagos State youth not consume technology but also become key exporter of the world classes IT-based service. the future of this digital and the future is now. Thank you, and may this conference be stepping stone to greater achievements. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe wa ni.
All right.
right.
Thank you so much, Mom. We
We're
really
grateful, ma'am.
appreciate that.
That's the goodwill message from the permanent secretary. FAM.
I appreciate you for coming, and I appreciate the organizer of the program, the Hopeage. I appreciate them for this kind of opportunity. There are some churches that they didn't even bring some opportunity ideas like this, but I even give a great booster to Hopeage.
Wow. Please, let's put our hands together.
Thank you
For that.
I appreciate that.
Wow.
And I also appreciate the youth for coming too.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, you can do well. Put those hands together as I bring to the podium to lecture Dr. Supriya.
So I am Supriya. I will be presenting to you the topic Creative Careers and the Business of Talent. We have been talking of careers which have been traditional in sense, but with the change in economy and the development in technology, every day would you believe the changes in technology that we are witnessing? If it is the same pace that continues, we really need to think about the kind of skills that we are developing. We do not want to be in a place where technology outshines us. It is always the humans as us that we want to run the technology, we want to manage the technology, we want to be the ones who make use of technology, who utilize technology in order to bring the product to reality or a service to reality. So today, let's gear up to together discuss. On my screen, currently, you see a small picture with the title of Experience Economy. Okay. Here at the end of it, you see a cup of coffee. And these are the coffee beans where my cursor is hovering about. These are the coffee beans that I'm referring to. Simple agrarian products, which also used to be present in the agrarian economy. So what happens when these coffee beans are plucked from the trees? They move to the industries. For what? For processing, where they are cleaned, roasted, ground, in order to make what? In order to make coffee powder. And that coffee powder is sold at a value a bit higher than the coffee beans. So, for instance, if coffee beans were being sold at 100 rupees a kg, the coffee powder goes at 500 rupees a kg. And then it is these companies which are selling coffee powder to the beautiful cafes that you go and sit in. Don't you enjoy sitting in those cafes and sipping a cup of coffee? You do at times, even though it is very expensive. This 500 rupees a kg for coffee powder is sold at 500 rupees a cup here in India, or around $5 for a cup in the US. But what I want you to focus on is when you have something as a product or as a goods, it is not valued as much as when it becomes a service. When it becomes a service, in my example, it is served to you as a cup of coffee. And not just a cup of coffee. When this cup of coffee moves to a beautiful cafe with exorbitant ambience, we as customers, we are willing to pay a huge amount of money only for that small cup of coffee. Have you ever thought the same cup of coffee would cost you almost nothing or a very small value of money if you will actually make it at home and drink instead of going in a fancy cafe or a restaurant or a hotel in order to have coffee? What are you paying for? You are paying for the experience. And that is what I want to bring home today. My friends, in today's world, we are in the experience economy. We are in the kind of business scenario where you as individuals, as professionals, need to understand the level of creativity that you need to showcase in the work that you are doing. I will move forward now. Whether you agree or not, you're so much influenced by these celebrities, whether they are your footballers or they are your people who are working in Nollywood or singers, etc. All of these celebrities, you are influenced by them big time. What you need to pay attention to, in addition to their style and in addition to how they carry themselves, you need to pay attention to the talent that they possess and how they have been able to monetize that talent or skill which they were possessing. Go ahead, read about these celebrities. How has their life story been? Where did they start? Were they actually playing in the streets before they were able to make it to Manchester? You need to understand those stories. You need to read those stories and you need to come up with saying that, hey, if I possess this particular skill, these could be the ways for me in which the celebrities that I'm reading about, if they have been able to become successful, I might also be able to use some of these ideas. But when you are copying, remember that to copy also you need to use your brain. Do not copy blindly. What worked for someone else might not work for you as it is. Therefore, when you read those stories, see how do they apply in your life? How can you learn from those stories? How can you imbibe some skills that can help you to move forward, whether it is in the area of films or in the area of sports or in the area of photography, journalism, etc. So read about it. Unless you read, you would not understand the actual talent of these people and the struggles they have faced before you have seen them successful in their lives. Read about that. You will gain a lot of information on how to move ahead in that profession.
With a standing ovation, let us appreciate the convener once again. To begin with this session, I have the honor to bring to the podium the convener of Hopeage Conference 2025 in person of
Saint Edmund. Please, can we give him a round of applause as we make welcome to him
for a brief address.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, God bless you. I hope you're beginning to experience the purpose of the Hopeage Conference. By all you're hearing, can I ask if you are gaining some understanding from all that you'll be hearing? Can I see your hands up for that? That's wonderful. Put down your hands. So, the Hopeage Conference is just beginning. You saw everything for yourself. The lady that came to represent the Lagos State Ministry of Youth Empowerment, she was saying some NGOs come up to say they have something to do with youth and all that. And that they fizzle up. And that's why the government sent her to come and see whether we are like others. And she said that she's taking good news back to the government. Yes. So how many of you want to see the Hopeage Foundation continue after this year? Thank you. Put down your hands. You see, there are people connected to this Hopeage Foundation all over the world. I want to say that the lectures you are hearing are so galvanizing, and they are lectures that serve as stimulus, to activate the weak nature in man. Human being is so weak, and that's why I have few people on top and many people downside. So the aim in the heart of God, I think so, to introduce the Hope Age is to take you out from the downside to the upper side. And that is the truth. Both concerning the working of the brain, the cells in the brain, many of them are dormant. You have over 17 billion cells in the cerebrum, they say. And so they are dormant. They are not woken up. They are not activated. So that's why all you are receiving now is just a stimulus to stimulate. Without, the stimulus, nothing to stimulate your appetite into a new level of thinking. And that will get you out of beggarliness, get you out of poverty, get you out of life that you don't want to live. Many want to live some life they don't like, but because they don't know what to do. So, hand over to the moderators to take over, and let's go to the next lecture. And that will sum it up for today. And God bless you. Thank you very much.
With a resounding hand of applause,
Thank you very much,
let us
sir.
appreciate convener, St.
Yes,
Edmund.
Saint Edmund.
Hopeage. All right. I believe we are set to receive the next lecture made for this session. Our online participants, we are aware you are still there. So right about now, to speak on skill demonstration, the value of education combined with practical skills, cultivating 21st century entrepreneurial competency, will be bringing to the podium from that point Professor Fred Osagwe.
I'll be speaking mostly on education. Puts all you have heard this morning together. So the objective is to emphasize the value of education, and my talk will uncover the essential skills and mindset which is needed to thrive as an entrepreneur, a professional, a scholar, an employee, or a leader. It will inspire most of you to think deeply and critically about often overlooked truths that can shape their journey to success. Above all, it will drive home a powerful message. Education is not just about collecting degrees. It is a transformative tool for discovering purpose, unlocking potential, and creating impact. So, our topic today is education. So, no nation can advance technologically without prioritizing education. The same is also true for us as individuals. Every developing nation, such as Nigeria, must be like a learned child. A learned child is often driven by curiosity and quest for knowledge and inquiring mind. I believe education is one of the greatest gifts a nation can strive to impart on its citizenry. So I have this quote from former American President John F. Kennedy, and he said, "Our progress as a nation can be no swifter than our progress in education. The human mind is our fundamental resource." So education is one of the best weapons we can use to counter negative perceptions and fight against poverty, ignorance, and underdevelopment. And here is a quote from one of our illustrious African or Nigerian author, Chinua Achebe. He said, "When we are gathered together in the moonlight village, it is not because of the moon, because every man can see the moon in his own compound." So we are gathered here today because many of you are thirsty and hungry for knowledge. Indeed, it is the right thing to do. The importance of actively seeking wisdom and understanding has long been emphasized across cultures and traditions. So wisdom is often regarded as one of the highest virtues, something to be pursued with dedication and effort. Just as people go to great lengths to obtain valuable resources like silver or hidden treasures, so too should they strive to gain knowledge and insight. These sayings, along with many others from various traditions, highlight the value of gaining knowledge and holding on to instructions. A thoughtful person actively seeks to learn, and the truly wise are always listening for new understanding. Guidance and learning are not just useful, they are essential to living a meaningful and successful life. So, here the next subsection is a role model. As a young person, you probably have an aspiration, a dream of what you wish to become in life. The question is, who is your role model? So, some of you may be familiar with the images or faces on this slide. So, to be a leader, what does it take? All of them are leaders in their own right. To succeed in your career, what does it take? You want to be like Bill Gates. So, what do you really want to? And you want to be like Aliko Dangote. So, many of them are successful business people. Okay. One is personal empowerment. Education equips individuals with knowledge. The other is critical thinking. Education fosters critical thinking. The other is confidence and self-esteem. Education more like imparts self-confidence and self-worth, and is essential for leading an independent and fulfilling life. There is also a proverb that partly underlies why we are gathered here today, to encourage and support one another. It goes like this: until the lion has his own storyteller, the hunter will always have the best stories. So, dear friends, it is important that you get a good education in order to take control of your own life. At the same time, take pride in who you are. Always remember, you are an ambassador of your family, your tribe, state, Nigeria, and your country. So, the number 2 is social empowerment. Education breaks down barriers of caste, class, gender, ethnicity, fostering social inclusion and equality. Education also offers marginalized communities a voice and a pathway to leadership. Obviously, your primary objective is to get a good education. Nothing should stop you. It is often said that knowledge is power. I strongly encourage you in everything you do, seek diligently for knowledge as if your life depended on it. It is important that you work hard to get a good education so you can find a job where you will be part of the policy or decision making. Why is it necessary? Because your fate is often impacted if there is someone from your tribe or state or that look like you in the room where your future is being decided that can speak for you or on your behalf. So, number 3 is economic empowerment. Education opens up avenues for jobs, different kinds of jobs. A skilled and educated workforce contributes to innovation and economic growth.
We need to briefly hear from the Executive Director of Program Mobilization, Hopeage Conference 2025, Professor Mannix Paul.
I want to tell everyone that you should see this as a great opportunity. You should see this as a great opportunity. Don't misuse it. The difference between you and somebody is because of information. The difference between you and anybody is because of information. Don't misuse this opportunity. You say, to them much is given, much is required. We do due diligence. So I want every one of us to know that a lot of people have sacrificed to make this a success. And I don't want you to misuse this opportunity. So thank you very much. Back to you.
All right.
Wow, let's give it up for the Executive Director of Program Mobilization, Hopeage Conference 2025, Professor Mannix Paul. Thank you for that address.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful one from the inception this morning. And I'm sure you have been able to garner more than enough in this wonderful conference. The induction is more than enough If we start in a vibrant way today, I am sure tomorrow is going to be exceptional. Just as Professor Mannix has encouraged, and our daddy, St. Edmund, the convener of Hopeage Conference 2025, has also inducted in you that you should be encouraged, because now is the time. Hope at this age has come, and it has come to stay. So grab this opportunity and make it better for yourself. It's been wonderful having you, and we appreciate your presence.
All right, thank you very much.
Hopeage Global Empowerment, a global initiative for ethical reorientation, youth empowerment, and transformational leadership. We have come to the end of the footage. Thanks for watching.